Hey tribes, I hope you're enjoying the sunshine that we're currently experiencing and that you have had your first barbecue of the year. But tonight I want to be super short and give you two questions just tonight. I want you to create loads of space to be discussing and creative with the questions that I'm going to give, and then to also create some space and time to pray for one another at the end of the night. So for those of you who have been around the last couple of weeks, you'll have known that we've started a new series on the run up to Easter. We've been journeying through the Gospels, and it's just been the most wonderful experience up to date. But Andy kicked us off in this new series, and he, in true Andy Master style, gave us a fairly hefty challenge at the start of this. And he used the analogy of what would it be like for an alien to drop from outer space, land on Earth, and to follow us around on the week that runs up to Easter. What would they notice? What would they see about our lives? Where would we be placing importance on? Would our rhythms change? And all those sorts of things. Would they pick up the true meaning that's behind Easter? And he pointed out the disconnect that there is between Christmas and Easter. And we got to a place where we realised and we unpacked and unravelled that is this just because the train of our culture is going in such a strong direction at Christmas time with media and presents and all those sorts of things, and at Easter time there seems to be less of an importance placed from our culture on Easter. Is that why there is less? We experience less of a difference in our rhythms and in our life at that time. But what would it look like for us as a community to let the story of Jesus impact us in its fullness and its entirety? I hope you know that the intent behind this question isn't to make you feel guilty, but it's to inspire you to be creative with this discussion. How can we live our lives in a way that those people that surround us, our friends, our family, and even our city, notice the importance of Jesus in our lives at this time of the year? So why don't you get your phone out, or if you want to go old school and get a pen and paper out, and begin in ones and twos or in groups, whatever way you're set up tonight, to begin to be creative with one another. How can we begin to live our lives in such a way that the people around us begin to notice the importance of Jesus in our lives at this time of the year? So one of our core values with Tribes is honesty. We hope and pray that you've experienced a level of honesty as you've joined your tribe, that you've got to hear a wee bit of the story about the person that's maybe sitting on your left or on your right, that you know a wee bit about what they're celebrating and seeing success in life, but also the things that they're struggling with, the things that they are praying and longing to see breakthrough in. And the Easter story reminds us that Jesus came to introduce and make hope available to the entirety of humanity. And over the last 2 weeks, we've looked at what Jesus came to do, that when he came and chose to live within the confinements of humanity, we discussed and looked at how those who followed Jesus knew that he had come to solve a problem, that he had come to overthrow something. And for many, they would have thought that it was the Roman military oppression. For some of them, it would have been the religious elitism. But nobody dared to think that he had came to overthrow death itself. You see, the grave could not contain him, and death could not hold him. All of the injustice, the evil, the greed, the bitterness could not hold him. What looked like the greatest failure the world had ever seen became the doorway to the only future the world would ever need. I want you to know tonight that no matter how dark and difficult it gets, death, whether physical or emotional, does not define us, because Jesus has overcome it. This is the only story that matters. Jesus is alive and his hope is available to us tonight. So to finish tonight, why don't you share in your groups those situations that are facing you? those impossibilities that are facing, those situations that you want to experience the hope of Jesus come. Because at Easter time we remind ourselves what Jesus came and made available to us. So why don't you just split up in ones and twos, or whatever way you want to do that, and begin to pray that the expansive hope that Jesus has made available to us would break into our situation and bring change and transformation and healing. Guys, I'll be praying for you tonight. I hope you have a great night, and we'll see you on Sunday. All the best.